Hey, thanks for visiting USA Sports on DVD. This website is highly functional for people who are interested in trading sports games from the past. This is a site for trading, it's not for sales. However, if you don't have a game to trade in exchange for one that you'd like, certainly we can work out something. So let me take a look at how this works. First of all, you need to come in and log in here where you've got the login page, and this is saying log out because I'm already logged in, but it's important because you want to use this My Wish List feature, and the best way to do that is to be logged in. So in order to find some of the games you're looking for, you go to the database filter here. It's a pretty incredible database. It has a lot of functionality. I'm going to go right up and start with the NBA rather than searching every game. I'm going to search the NBA games and show you how this works. So here's an NBA game database. These are all the recently added games. There are always new games being added, so if you don't see one on the site, but you're interested in it, ask, because it's possible that it's here, just not listed on the site. The site's being updated all the time, but there's an awful lot to do, and everybody has jobs on the side of these hobbies, so it takes time. Now, let's say we wanted to look at the database filter here. You can filter it by keyword, which could be a player's name or a team. You can filter by a date of a particular game or the range of dates. For example, if I wanted to look at, say, the 1981 NBA Finals, I could select the beginning and ending dates that I think the series was played, and it would show me all the NBA games that were played within those dates. Also, I could go down here and search it by teams. If I remember who played in the series or who played in the games I want, I could look at it that way. So let's go ahead and do the dates. I'm going to go ahead and say 1981. We're going to say the series, I know the series was in May, so May 1981. We're going to go May 1st, and we're going to go through June. Or let's go to June 1st. I'm sure the series was over by then because they didn't play that late at the time. So I do a search, and I'm going to see every NBA game between those dates. And here we see Celtics and 76ers, and then that series ended, and Celtics and Rockets. And so let's take a look at this. You go into this entry, and you've got the date of the game, the score of the game, the two teams. Now look at the functionality here. You can select by the logo the Boston Celtics, and if you do that, not only will you get you'll get every Boston game that's on the entire database. Now, that's not what we were here for. We were here to look for this particular game, but I thought that feature was really interesting. Same thing over here for the Houston Rockets. If you selected their logo, you get every Rocket game on the database. So that's a cool feature. One other feature that's nice to show is this link to Basketball Reference. If you want to know about this particular game, select Basketball Reference, and look at that. You get to go to that particular game's link on basketballreference.com. To the right, you see this image, which is full of screenshots. If you select that, you get a close-up look at the images screenshotted from the recording, and then you can get a sense of the quality of the image. And on the far right is a small link to a YouTube clip. That's a short clip that gives you a sense of the recording. It's not as high quality as the recording probably is, but it still gives you a sense of what it's going to look like. All of the games are better quality than YouTube because they're delivered via either VOB, V-O-B, which is a DVD video object, or MP4 or MKV, different video files. They're all of a higher quality usually than a YouTube. So you can see that each one of these entries has a lot of functionality. Also, if you felt like looking at some of these statistics, some of the players mentioned often have a link attached. For example, up here, let's say if I selected Robert Reed's name, I'm taken to Robert Reed's Basketball Reference page. That's pretty cool. So if I want to know more about who that guy was, I can do that. Now, let's say I want to pick this game and I would like to get a copy of it. Well, let's go click on it here, and you see that it's highlighted, and this becomes dark green, and so that means it's added to my wish list. So we select my wish list, and there you see the games, a couple of games that I've picked. In order for me to then get these delivered to me, I copy them to my clipboard right here, and it says it's copied, and then I go over and I send a wish list email to contact@usasportsondvd.com, and I paste my wish list, and I include contact information, not just the list of the game, but contact information, because we have to know how to reach you, and also to work out whether this is a trade or whether you're buying a copy or whatever the arrangement is going to be. And you send that away, and then after you get back an email, you'll see a link such as this. Now, there are a lot of file sharing sites. One of them is this one called Mega. So in order for me to download it, I would copy that and paste it into a browser to send you to, in this case, Mega. You, of course, can use Dropbox or WeTransfer, or many of the other kinds of file sharing sites. But in a case like this one, this was a DVD. And so each disc is copied here, and I would download all of these. And then once you've got them downloaded, you can play it. And in this case, because it's a DVD, it plays like a DVD. So I would put it into VLC media player and open it, and it looks just like a DVD. It plays like a DVD, and I can enjoy it like a DVD. Now, if it were a different kind of file, an MP4 or an MKV, then you just double click the file and it opens up in VLC and plays like a normal file. But it all depends on what kind of video file you're getting. Thanks again for checking in, and I hope you're able to enjoy the site.